Okay, welcome to another walkthrough of an exercise. This time I will walk through the hotel reservation system exercise, and I will start by creating a new project. Let's call it HRS for hotel reservation system, or sorry, let's call it hotel reservation system, like that. It will be located inside the projects folder. It will be a Java project using the IntelliJ build system and using JDK21. I will add no sampled code to this project. Create. Now I have a new project called Hotel Reservation System. Step 1, as usual, is to create a package. I right-click on the source folder, select New, and then select Package. And as I usually do, I name it sc.hkr.something, and here I will name it HRS for Hotel Reservation System, like that. Okay, let me now read from the exercise. In step 1, it says that you should create a room class to represent hotel rooms. Each room should have attributes like room number, type, and type should be single, double, or suite, availability, and price. Implement methods to check availability, book a room, and display room details. So let us do this step 1 first, and I will start by creating a class. I right-click on the package, I select New, and then Java class. And it should be called Room. We are modeling a room now, creating a room class. And using this room class later on, we can then create room objects. Here is our room class. And let me read again from the description. Each room should have attributes like room number, type, and price. Okay, so room number then. A room number could be a string, it could be an integer. As it says number here, room number. So let us use integers for room number. And we could just call it number, like that. A private to hide the attribute from outside, so that only this class can access this field. Integer to make it a number, and the name number. And then we have this field or attribute called type. And in my solution, I have actually used a string to hold the type. I could have used an enum, and perhaps that would have been a more elegant solution to use an enum for the type, but I would use string here to follow my own solution, and it works, but an enum might have been more elegant. This is a private field as usual, and it is a string field called type. Okay, then it says that I should have fields for or attributes for availability and price. Let us think about availability. What could that mean for a room? I guess that a room is either available or not available. So we could represent this field with a Boolean, which will be true if the room is available and false if it is not available. So I will do that. A Boolean available, something like that. Last, we have the price. A price is usually a decimal number, so I will use the double type here for the price. Now we have created the fields for the room class, and let us now then proceed to the methods. There should be one method to check availability. Okay, how do I do that? Perhaps by having a getter for the available field. So we could do that. Perhaps the simplest way is just to name it get available or is available. And it should be a Boolean return type. We could either name it get available, or, which is quite usual, that if there are Boolean methods that return either true or false, I use the name is something. Here IntelliJ actually suggests is available, and that is a good name for this method, I think. And here I will only return available, like that. And what about the other methods? Well, I need to get hold of the room number from outside, so I will need get methods for the rest of the fields. Get room, or just get number, and return the number, and get type. I need to return the room type, and that is a string. I will return the type, and the last method is, we need, when I read the instruction again, it says that I should have methods to check availability, to book a room, and display room details. So I need to have a method to book a room. Let us call it book room, or just book. Public void, probably. Well, let us reason about that. What should this method do? Or rather, what should it return? I could make it to return how this booking, if it succeeded or not. But suppose that there's nothing that can go wrong when you book a room. If that is the case, then it is okay to return nothing, to have this method return nothing. So let us just call it book. What should this method do? What is happening when you book a room? Well, in this case, it is rather simple. We will just make available or set available to false. So by booking, we only do this thing. We set available to false. And then we need one more method. The instructions said that we need a display room details method. So let us create a display room details method. And here we are only going to print to the console room details, and it doesn't say so in detail in the description text, but we are going to print out the room number and the type and the price. So we could use either print line or print ln or printf to do this. And the most elegant way I would suggest is to use printf when we need to concatenate variables with strings and several variables. Then printf is the more elegant solution. So I will use printf here, even though that I'm in the solution have used println, printline. So I'm now going to construct a string saying room and then a room number, and then just a minus to separate the room number from the type which comes next, and then I will have a minus again, and then display the price. And I could use like that $%s to display the price. Here I could actually use a way to format the price, but I would just print the price like this, unformatted. So this is the string template, and now I need to supply the variables to fill in these placeholders. I have three placeholders: one for the room, one for the type, and one for the price. One for the room number, that is. I need the room number, and I need the type, and I need the price, like that. So we're almost done with the first step. There's one thing missing here, and that becomes obvious or evident if we look at the example usage, where I create rooms by supplying the room number and the type and then the price. So if I want to do that, if I want to create new rooms by supplying the room number and the type and the price on one line, I then need to create a constructor for that. And I will do it up here. I could actually, constructors or methods could be anywhere in the class, but it is customary to have first the fields and then the constructors, and after that the methods. So in this case I need a constructor, public room, and here I need to get the room number, which will be an int, and the type, which is a string, and the price, which is a double. And here I will assign this object's room number and get the room number from the argument, the first argument in the constructor, number. And I will do the same for the type and for the price, like that. So this is actually step one. We have created a room which will contain a room number, a room type, an available field, and a price. Using the constructor, we can initialize, create a new room, and supplying the room number, the type, and the price when we do that. And then we have methods to check if the room is available, to get the room number, to get the room's type. We have a method to book a room, and last we have a method to display the room details.